Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. It's your boy Fuse the Vibe. You're not tuned in to vibe with me. We got some topics to discuss. Some shit we gotta talk about. The Detroit Pistons made a big trade last night with the LA Clippers. They sent power forward Blake Griffen, center Willie Reed, and forward Brice Johnson to the Pistons. In return, the Clippers will get small forward / power forward Tobias Harris, shooting guard Avery Bradley, whose contract is up next year, and the 7'3" Russian Boban, or I can't pronounce his name, in the first round draft pick. Now, is this a good trade for the Pistons or the Clippers? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Pistons is my hometown team. I feel like they fucked up last year by letting Caldwell Pope slip through, letting him leave and not wanting to pay him, by trading Morris for Avery Bradley, and that was not a good fit. We just traded Avery Bradley to the Clippers. Aaron Baines, let him go. I feel like we fucked up our roster last year. So Stan Van Gundy and the GMs and the suits, they decided to get Blake to help sell some tickets, because the Pistons just moved from Auburn Hills, which is about 45 minutes away from Westland and Taylor, about probably 30 minutes away from Detroit. Which I didn't mind that drive. I like Auburn Hills. They put them in a new arena, the Little Caesar Arena, so now they share arenas with the Red Wings, downtown Detroit. And obviously they ain't been selling no seats, too many red seats in that building. So they decided to get Blake Griffen, whose contract is 5 years, $75 million. Now, with that being said, Andre Drummond contract is $130 million. It's worth $130 million. And Reggie Jackson contract is worth $80 million. We probably ain't got too much more money to spread around. So, again, is this a good trade for the Pistons? What you think? Comment below. Let's talk about it. Now, that made me think about the rosters. And I'm going to break down the rosters for y'all right quick. And you know what I'm going to break down? I'm going to start with the Clippers roster. The Clippers right now, at point guard, they got Patick Beverley when he get back from injury. They got Austin Rivers when he get back. Then they got the guy that they starting right now. Decent point guard, not nothing major, but they got Austin Rivers, Patick Beverley. Lou Williams contract coming up, and they talking about trading him, which I think he'd be a good fit to a couple teams that just need scoring. Boston, a couple teams. Shit, the Pistons can take anything we can get right now. I don't know how we ain't, but anyways. They got Lou Williams and Avery Bradley at the shooting guard. Both of them contracts are up after this year, so we see what they go forward with that. I believe Austin Rivers had the player option. I can't see him not picking that player option up. Small forward, they got Gallinari, they got Wesley Johnson, and I'm assuming that Tobias Harris is still going to be stuck at power forward, which I thought was not a bad... it was a bad idea for him. I think he should play the small forward, not the power forward, but that's just me being old-fashioned. It looked like he going to play power forward, some power forward in L.A., and they got DeAndre Jordan as center. His contract is coming up next year as well. They're trying to trade him as well. So Lou Williams and Jordan, even Avery Bradley might not even be here before the trade deadline is up. We'll talk about that when it occurs. And they also got the 7-foot center that we just talked about. They got Harrell, who gives out good energy. So, it's a decent lineup. I mean, if they in the West, and if they was in the East, they might can make something happen with that. They pull it all together. It'd be nice to see them play that lineup that I thought, play that roster out. They got a few more players on the team that they playing right now, like Wallace and like I said, Harrell, other players like that might contribute to that roster. So right now I'm thinking the Clippers probably just a better trade for them. They're thinking about blowing up their whole roster and trading DeAndre and getting some pieces for him. And possibly getting some pieces for Lou Williams while he got good value on the market. So let's see what they go for. Let's see how they move forward with their team. With that being said, let's talk about these Pistons. Let's look at this roster. I'm going to talk about the current roster, then I'm going to talk about the lineup. This could have been if we would have kept our roster from last year. The things we may have been able to pull it off if we would have kept our lineup from last year. But first off, the lineup now after the trade. We got Reggie Jackson when he get back from injury. And Ish Smith. I like Ish Smith. I like Reggie when he, figuring it out. When he get it together, know when to score, when to lead the team. Shooting guards, we got Galloway, who they traded for in the offseason, and he ain't really been getting no opportunities, so I don't know why I don't know. We got the rookie, I call him the rookie Luke, and he really ain't came into himself yet. Small forward, we got Reggie Bullock, who they play as shooting guard as well. Good energy, I like the kid, good energy. Dwight is another point guard, shooting guard. He has good energy as well, but I like Reggie energy. Stanley Johnson, he's another small forward, which I think they're going to get rid of. I think him and Stan Van Gundy, not seeing eye to eye, but he's a good talent. Then we got Blake, and we got Tolliver, and then they've been playing Moreland. He got okay energy, you just got to pull it together. Then we had Drummond, Willie Reed, and there's another power forward that they play, Heney Ellenson or something like that. That roster is trash. Let's just be fucking honest. I don't know what they're going to do. Are they going to get rid of Drummond after just giving him the contract for $130 million? They can get a couple pieces for Drummond, though. A couple wing players, at least. They keep that point guard package if they can make that work. Or do they get rid of Reggie and get a nice piece? Because honestly, I say we can keep Ish and figure out what you're going to do with Blake and Drummond, either one of them. Stanley is cool, Bullock is cool, but everybody else on the roster is up for grabs, man. Tolliver is a nice player to keep. What we really going to do? Because last year, we had a better lineup to me, man. All we really needed was somebody like Cantor from New York. If we would have had Cantor from New York to be a offensive-minded center and started Andre Drummond at the power forward and let Cantor get some, isolation plays, at least 7 to 10 to 12 isolation plays per game. We got them down on the block. We got Reggie. We got Caldwell. We got Tobias. We got Morris coming off the bench. Ish. We got Stanley Johnson. Find us another power forward. If we would have kept Banks, we would have had Banks coming off the bench. And even if we would have kept, swinging Tobias from small forward to power forward, sometimes been him and DeAndre in there at the game. And him and Drummond in there at the same time. It would have been a decent lineup if you ask me, but they fucked that all up. Again, what do you guys think? This is Vibe with me. First episode, man. We're gonna talk about shit. This next episode, we're gonna talk about the upcoming free agents. We're going to dive into that. I want to talk about Kyrie and LeBron, about their situations. Dig deep into the LeBron theory, my shit about him. Well, not theory, just overall view and how I feel. And Yeah, we gonna talk. But again, what y'all think about this Detroit Pistons trade? You think it's just to sell some tickets? You think Blake Griffen gonna really help us out? What you think the Clippers should do now that they got some pieces over there? Cause they got some pieces over there. They got some names that they can really work with. They got Patick Beverley, Avery Bradley, Lou Williams, Tobias Harris, DeAndre Jordan. All those pieces can be dealt to good teams that's on the rise and just need good players. Teams like the Rockets, Boston. I love to see Jordan or Lou Williams in Boston. The Cavs. Everybody gonna say the Cavs. Shit. T.